chips and dip. We would have cried because it made me so nervous. I just don't know how I feel about it. Hi, welcome back to a new vlog. My dryer is currently on, so if that is annoying you, I'm so sorry. And I just put some Hubba Bubba in my mouth. This is like a core childhood memory for me. We went to one of my favorite places in the world a week and a bit ago now. I actually got engaged, but I don't have my ring, which is very upsetting because it's getting resized, but it was just such a special, exciting, surprising weekend, which I'm going to chat more about in a second. I just wanted to say hello, happy Monday. I've been doing uni all day. I had 2 lectures, watched some here, went to the roof to watch some in the sun. It was lovely. And now I'm going to go to the gym. So, got to skedaddle. Gym has been completed. It's already 3:05 and I haven't had lunch yet because we went to the gym at oh no, it was closer to 1 actually by the time we went to the gym, but I ran out of time to have lunch before we went, so I'm gonna have it now, but it's fine because we won't have dinner until like 7:30, so I won't ruin my appetite. My outfit is from LSKD today. I've had these pants for a while. I don't know what style they are, but I love them and they have pockets. This is a purchase from the end of financial year sale. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I was feeling good. I love the back. But then I realized, like, as I move, I looked at myself in the mirror in the escalator on the way up here, and I was like, not escalator, lift. And I was like, is it a vibe? It's actually surprisingly comfy to work out in. I just don't know how I feel about it. It's cute in theory though. And then my top actually was also from LSKD, also from the end of financial year sale. It's like a cropped oversized tee. LSKD are just the best at oversized tees. They are so comfy. You guys probably already know, and so cute. But now it's time to make my lunch and I'll show you what I'm making. I did go to Woolies really quickly. Hello.
Okay, we need to help the babies in Indonesia. Do you know that one baby?
As you would have seen, my friend FaceTimed me when I was making lunch, so I decided to chat to her while I made and ate my lunch. But I'm on a run. It is dark because I wasn't going to do this run. I was going to do it tomorrow morning, but I thought just get it over and done with and then I can sleep tomorrow. But now it's like 5:45 and I'm only 5k's in. I have no idea how many k's I want to do. I was meant to do a 15k run yesterday, but I rested, so I didn't be bothered, and it was my last day of holidays. So I was like, maybe I should do around that today, but I'm on like a loop right now, so I think I'm just going to follow this loop and go home. It'll probably be about 8, but I've got like a 7k interval session to do in a couple of days, so I guess it's fine. I'm just so worried about making 21k's in less than 2 weeks when I haven't ran that far in like 6 months. So I guess I know I can do it, it's just gonna be so slow. Oh my god, I just walked in the front door. I ended up doing 10k's. Yay! I wore the same outfit that I wore to the gym. I just tucked my shirt up. And I felt like a big heavy gal running. I came to the realization that people wear headphones when they do longer races. Like, I've only ever done a 10k race and I didn't wear headphones. And I usually don't actually wear headphones when I run. It's only become a new thing, wearing headphones. I used to just raw dog all of my runs, like even if I did a long run like 17k's. Just my thoughts. But these are Ben's old Beats and I love that they wrap around your ear so they don't move at all. And I've also been playing around with headbands because I feel like they just keep my hair out of my face so well. And I have all of these baby hairs that if I just have my headphones in, they get like tangled around my ear and they really annoy me. So I've been trying out headbands. Usually I don't love how they look on me. I think they make me look a little bit bald, a little bit like an egghead, but I'm tossing up between this one and a Nike one to wear maybe on the day for the 21. And then if I get sick of it, I'll just take it off and like put it in my run belt or something. But especially in the cold morning, I feel like it keeps your head a little bit warmer as well. It's already 6:20. Ben finishes at 7:30 and I try to have dinner ready for when he gets home, because otherwise it just, even eating at 7:30, when he gets home we probably don't eat until like 7:40. Oh my god. And then it's just such a late dinner and it's so hard to get to bed on time and I feel like I have no time to relax with him. So I'm gonna try to get dinner ready. These are my runners. They're the only runners I own. They're the Asics Mega Blasts. They were quite expensive. I don't know if you can see, they have like a sheen on the bottom. It's kind of sparkly. They're a little bit dirty. They're actually like grey now, aren't they? Jesus Christ. They were white. But I love them. I've had them for, whoa, maybe like 10 months now. 9 or 10 months. I just don't run enough to justify more than one pair of shoes. I do want a new pair, but they're so expensive. Oh my god. I was so thirsty on that run. I was dreaming about this Sprite No Sugar. Good morning, chickens. It's 8 o'clock. I've just gotten up and gotten dressed for uni. I need to leave in an hour for class that I haven't done any pre-reading for. I made myself a coffee and then proceeded to get distracted by my MRI results. I had an MRI a week ago on my hip because I've just been having some issues with it for, I want to say like nearly a year, and I've had some hamstring tendinopathy for literally years, but I've always ignored it because it never stopped me from doing anything, and I never used to run that much, so it was always fine. But now that I'm running more and especially doing like shorter, faster intervals, oh, she hurts. But we did want to check that I didn't have a stress fracture or stress response or anything bony going on, because I had a stress fracture in my back, a complete stress fracture, when I was like 14, and I also had like a pretty low trauma fracture of my first rib that never healed properly. So thankfully, the MRI didn't show any evidence of any bone stress. Thank God. I don't have another bone stress fracture. What I do have is multiple different things. Hey, I rambled for way too long when explaining what my MRI showed. I think I get so excited, obviously, over like medical things, and so I was just over explaining. I wanted to summarize it a bit more for you guys, so you don't have to put up with like 10 minutes of me over explaining my MRI. It confirmed my hamstring tendon issues, which is great. it showed a small labral tear, and it also shows some issues with the tendon of one of my lateral quad muscles on the outside of my hip, and some fascia out there. I've got a little bony growth. I've got like a traction injury, a little tear, a few things going on out there. So I'm going to see my physio tomorrow, see what he says. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of strengthening and loosening my glute muscles because my hips are so uneven that my right side is super tight. And the wrong parts of my left are super tight because I don't want to use my hamstring because it's so sore. So it's evening that back out, strengthening my muscles, letting everything heal. Probably taking a little bit of time off running after the half. And yeah, rehabbing all of that finally. So, oh yeah, it's about time to go. I put this headband on because one of my claw clips broken and I left the other one at Ben's brother and his wife's house. So I have nothing to hold my hair back. I was just browsing through my reading. I hate that I use AI, but I love Claude. I'm so against AI. I hate that it's like being forced on us and it's so bad for the environment and we're using so much water. We're building these big data centers, like, hate it. But equally, sometimes I just don't understand things and it's so hard to find the answer to the specific thing that I'm not understanding. So I do use Claude to help me study. Sue me. And then I also use Notebook LM to make a podcast of my reading, and then I airdrop it to my phone. I'm going to listen to this on the way to uni because it explained things really well. Again, I hate AI, but I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I just find it so helpful for uni. I just wish it was better for the environment. I also haven't eaten yet, so I'm taking this 20 grams of protein yogurt and some pear to eat on the way. I very quickly put this on my face. It's tinted moisturizer that's meant to be like good for acne, I think. La Roche-Posay. Just a very slight glow, and because it's tinted, I don't know, it just looks nice. And then I just curled my eyelashes and put a little bit of mascara on. And thankfully, because my skin is getting better, that's all I do. I have a couple pimples, but oh my god, it's getting so much better, and I am so happy because if you'd have told me at the start of the year that I was just leaving the house with this, I probably would have cried because it made me so nervous. Anyway, I also just made another coffee to take with me so that I can drink that in class. And then I'm gonna come straight home after class so that I can eat lunch here because Ben will be at work. And I love that man, obviously, but when he's home, I get distracted. So sometimes if he's home, I stay at uni a little bit longer and study there. And I shut myself in a little study room and I just lock the fuck in. And it's great. But I don't feel like doing that today. I don't feel like packing my lunch. So I'm going to come home and eat lunch and study here all afternoon. So I'll see you then. I'm home. And holy moly, I'm starving. It is like 1:15 already. I'm starving. I need some lunch, but I wanted to show you my outfit before I got changed out of it into comfy clothes because I think it's so cute. Wearing my favourite Doc clogs. It irks me that you can see my socks a little bit, but when my pants are down, you can't, so it's fine. These are my new pants from Kookeye. I'm obsessed with the white waistband. I got these in a size up to what I normally do because the Kookeye pants tend to get tight around here first, like my upper thighs. And when they do that, it like pulls and then... So I sized up. So they do kind of fall down on me, but that's fine. They look cute. And then this top is a cheap one. I think it's from like Ali Fashion or whatever I don't know if that's what it's called. And then my cardi, I bought it last year, but I'm pretty sure it's still on sale, from Princess Polly. And that is my uni outfit. I'm loving the neutral vibes. Let's get some lunch. Comfy clothes on. I am heating up my lunch. I'm having this Woolies chicken and corn soup with some extra rice that needs eating. But I've been snacking on these chips. They were on sale. And I bought some tzatziki. And I'm just using chips and dip. This is the situation. It's very yellow. Delicious. Good morning. Good morning. It's actually afternoon. It's 12:30 and I'm having rice, scrambled eggs with sweet soy sauce, Kewpie mayo and chili oil. And I put some butter on my rice because I like buttered rice. I've been doing uni this morning, not very productively, but I did have a class from 8 till 10. And then I've just been trying and failing to do some study of my own. I'm just not locked in at all. I'm not feeling it. It's 6:10 and I'm starting to make some dinner. I'm making a double batch of cottage pie. I'm extremely excited. It's such an easy meal to make. It just can be a little bit time consuming, so it'll obviously boil the potatoes and heat the oven and stuff. I think it's like 2 vlogs ago I went on a ramble about cottage pie actually, because I was making it then as well. I spent my day procrastinating uni. I still have to do my pre-learning for both of my classes tomorrow, so that's fun. And then I went to the physio and he basically confirmed exactly what I said about my hip. So I'm going to start some stability exercises and reteaching my hamstring to work, because at the moment my glute and back is doing everything that my hamstring should be doing pretty much. So that's fun. And he loosened me up. Oh, the hips feel good. And yeah, I've eaten, these are on sale at the moment from Woolies, and oh my god, they're so good. I've gone through nearly 2 bags in 2 days. Anyway, thought I'd give you a little update. I'm gonna stop myself from rambling like I always do. This is 2 kilos of potato, kilo of beef mince, 3 cheese. I went to the chemist this afternoon, which if you know me, you'll know it's one of my favourite places. I love when I have to get my scripts renewed and I can go to the chemist. I needed my asthma preventative and my anxiety tablets. I'm on escitalopram, which is Lexapro, I think. 20 milligrams. I was on, I don't know why I'm opening that, don't need to take it right now. I was on 10 milligrams for like 6 weeks, and then that didn't do anything. So I'm up to 20 milligrams. I've been on 20 milligrams for the past 3 weeks. And I think I'm noticing a difference. I really thought I was, because I was feeling good on holidays. But then I was like, maybe that's just because I've learned how to not feel guilty when I'm on holidays and have nothing to do, and also don't want to go to the gym. Because I think every other holidays I've been like, well, I need to train if I have the time to train. Whereas now I'm like, I don't want to train, so I'm not going to train. And I went to Strutty, my favourite place in the entire world, and I got engaged. So I think I just had a really good holidays. I also got some of my favourite moisturiser, and I have a couple of dermal lip balms at the moment, but I wanted to try this one. It's just the original. I've never actually tried the original. I've been on Accutane for nearly 4 months now, and I think I said the other day how my skin is improving a lot. I am due for my period, I think I also said that, and usually it freaks out, but I just have a bit of texture still. I don't know if part of that is like scarring. I love dermal lip balm, it's so good. Oh, and I bought some more Metamucil. Love her. My fiance is making me coffee. Not coffee,
I'm not making
breakfast. I'm making myself coffee.
That's crazy. That's criminal.
I know. That's why I said it, because I'm so
I already
used
had
to...
my coffee because I was up 2 hours ago. What's the time again?
Hey now. None of that. The time is 10 past 10.
Here you go.
Thank you. Bacon and eggs on a wrap. I'm having coffee. I'm gonna try to do some uni. I don't have any classes today, which is such a slay, but I need to do some of my own uni work because I've been severely lacking in doing that lately because I don't want to. And then I've got to do a run. Run. Probably the Saab.
I want to come.
Well, I guess we can do it in the middle of the day.
No, we can't. I watch football.
What do you want from me then?
To do what we initially agreed on doing.
Running at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m.
Yeah, 7:30 to 8 o'clock is the words that you used. Not to like.
And to tell them. What did you do?
I don't like this.
Oh, I haven't told the vlog this story of our love.
Well, tell them.
I wanted you to tell them. I feel sad talking about it when I don't have my ring. So Ben, I didn't know, but Ben called my brother and said, what did you say?
I told him to ask you to go camping in Australia.
And did you tell him then that you were going to propose?
Yeah.
Right. So then I was talking to Jay and he brought it up and I was like, hell yeah. Like we've been kind of like mentioning it every now and then that we should go back because we went a couple years ago. So we organised it and booked a camping trip because Jay and I have been going to Straddie like our whole life. We've been camping at Straddie as like with our family, and Ben's been multiple times with us, and then we did a camping trip with Jay and his girlfriend, Jay and Amy, a few years ago. So yeah, we decided to do that again, and I thought it was just like Jay and I organising it, and I literally didn't suspect a thing because I was thinking we want to go to Japan at the end of the year. So I was thinking maybe he'll propose then. So I think I just had that in my mind and I didn't even like contemplate that it would happen earlier. But like recently in the last couple months, I've just been like doing whatever and I would just like kind of feel my hand or just like think about my finger and be like, imagine if there was a ring on there. And like just like thinking about it more. And then it happened on the Saturday. So we got over there on the Friday. We got up Saturday morning and went for a run. And I just like was running with this like beautiful view of the ocean. And I was like, what a great spot for a proposal. it'd be so cool if like we could get engaged here, like with the ocean in the background, but didn't think anything else of it. And then
Did you actually think that, or are you just making that up?
why would I make that up?
I don't know. You thought I was incapable of doing anything like that?
Yeah. I thought that I would know when Ben was going to do it. I thought that I would be able to tell. Which in hindsight, like, I went to check his emails a couple weeks ago and he, like, wouldn't let me look at his emails. But then, so, on that trip as well, Ben asked if I wanted to have a picnic with him on the beach. And usually, like, that's something that we really like to do. Like, we like to obviously get, like, chips and dip and lollies and chocolate and all this yummy food and just sit and have a picnic. Like, I love a picnic. But I basically was like, oh, I don't know. And then he brought it up again that day and I was like, no, because, like, we don't have anything to sit on. We have to go buy the food and it's expensive over there. And then, like, we just, like, ditched Jay and Amy and I feel bad. So he was like, okay, we don't have to do that. And then that afternoon I was reading my book because I'm on the last Throne of Glass book. So it's a very good book and I love just sitting by the beach, hearing the waves, reading my book. So cozy, so nice, such a vibe, so fun. So we were just chilling at the tent. We had a booking to get dinner at like 5:15 and I was like, I just want to sit here and read my book before we have to leave. I was already ready. I had a shower, gotten dressed and everything. And Ben was like, oh, do you want to go for a walk along the beach before we have to leave? And I was like, not really. I think my book's really good at the moment. I'm just like, I just want to chill here. And he was like, okay, cool. And then, so it took Jay and Amy. I didn't know, they told me afterwards that they were having like a team meeting on the other side of the tent to try and get me down to the beach. Which I was completely unaware of. So it took Jay and Amy being like, we'll come for a walk. Let's all go for a walk. So I was like, well, I'm not going to stay here by myself and be boring. I guess I'll come then. And then we walked down the beach and I was just going to stand like near the entrance of the beach, near the track. And everyone kept walking and I was like, how far are we going? Like, I thought we were just coming down to the beach. And they're like, no, we got to walk onto the beach. And I was like, okay. And then we got down there. We were just like chilling. Like, we don't always stay together like as a group of four. We kind of like separate like every now and then when we're just doing stuff like, which is quite normal. So we kind of like separated and Jay and Amy were just talking. Amy was vlogging and Ben and I were just standing there looking at the beach and then he just started saying nice things to me. I thought it was just like a nice moment, like because we're in like a beautiful place. And then I think I tried to kiss you and you kissed me but you kind of like pulled away quickly and like started talking again and I was like, that's weird. And then yeah, I think that's when I was like, oh fuck, like I think he's gonna propose. And then I just started panicking. I was like, no, and like hugged him when I realized that it was happening. And then I was like, no, wait, yes. And then he just kept talking because he wasn't done yet. And then I think I tried to say yes again before you were done.
Yeah. You said yeah, and then you kept trying to kiss me.
And he kept being like, stop. He didn't say stop, but he was like, let me get this out. I'll put the video in after this. But then, yeah, he got down on one knee and I freaked out. And I don't even remember him saying, will you marry me? So then, yeah, he put the ring on my finger and then Jay and Amy left. And we just like kind of stood there for a bit and chatted and like took a couple photos and we were just soaking up the moment. And then Jay and Amy came back down and took some more photos of us and we went and celebrated that night.
Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a haze, love moving through me like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind.
Good morning. You're crazy. We're going to do the Saturday morning class. It's currently 7 a.m. and I slept really bad again.
Why?
Just like took ages to get to sleep. Woke up a million times.
I had a dream about crocodiles.
What happened? Did you get eaten? It is 1:10. I've just been chilling. We got back from the gym at, oh, my iPad's plugged in, at like 11 o'clock. We went and got some coffee afterwards, and then we just had some food, and Ben is out at the moment, so I've just been chilling by myself on the lounge. I am feeling so extremely tired today. I've been sleeping so bad this week. I'm not entirely sure why. It's just taken me so long to get to sleep every night, and then I've woken up so many times and struggled to get back to sleep. I thought my sleep was getting better with the higher dose of my SSRI that I've started, but now I'm not too sure. But I'm gonna go sit on the roof because it's actually sunny for once, and I could take my laptop and pretend I'm gonna do some uni, but I just know in my heart that that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna take my book and read and just chill in the sunshine, the afternoon sunshine, for a little bit, and then maybe this hour I'll do some uni, but honestly, I might not. I'm so tired. I feel like I'm just gonna really struggle, but we'll see where the day takes us. Unfortunately, I might actually be the worst person ever at vlogging, because anytime I actually leave the house and go do something, I forget that I'm meant to be documenting it, and so I don't take a single video. Yesterday, Ben and I had a nice sunset picnic up on the roof of our apartment complex. It was wonderful, and I didn't take a single video. And then I just bed rot for like an hour, and then we had dinner and went to bed, and it was amazing. I didn't do a single bit of uni yesterday, which am I regretting right now? Of course. But also in hindsight, I probably wouldn't change a thing because I was just so tired. I didn't want to do anything. And this morning we went to a cafe that invited me to go try it out. They are a new cafe. It was their first weekend open this weekend, and they said bring a friend, have food and drinks on us. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen it on my story. It was delicious. It was called Good Side. So that was lots of fun. I can't believe that I get to do cool things like that. And then I found out that the Lifeline Book Fest is on, which was near the cafe, so we walked down and had a look at all the books, and Ben could not give a shit about reading. But bless his soul, he just hung around for like an hour and a half while I browsed all of the books, and it was so much fun. I love just looking at books and just touching them and reading the blurbs, and I didn't get anything that I haven't heard of before, which I really want to push myself to do more often, because usually when I do that, like when I did that as a kid, I would like borrow library books that I've never heard of, and I just thought the blurb sounded cool, and I really enjoyed pretty much all of them. I did end up getting 3 books though. I got Daisy Hates The Great Undoing because I have the first 3 in the Magnolia Parks Daisy Hates series, and this is the 4th one. I don't have, I think there's one more, right? I've read all of them, but I read them on my iPad. But I love this series. Like, it's quite different for me, what I usually enjoy reading, but loved it. Anyway, this is a bit rogue for me. Stephen King. I've read one other Stephen King book and it took me like 3 attempts to actually finish it. I didn't really enjoy it, but I've seen the movie and it's probably one of my favourite movies, so I didn't realise that it was originally a Stephen King book. And again, not my usual book, so I might struggle with it, but the movie was just so good that I was like, I gotta try the book. And then This Is Going to Hurt. I have wanted to read this for ages. Probably one of my favourite books of all time is When Breath Becomes Air, which is about a guy who was working as a doctor and was diagnosed with cancer, and it's like his whole journey with that. So yeah, I think I'm going to read this once I finish the Throne of Glass series. I'm just doing some uni right now. I've been doing uni for a few hours, catching up on everything before I have class tomorrow. So I might actually end this vlog here because I'm not doing anything else other than uni this afternoon. So thanks for watching. Apologies about not bringing you guys out of the house at all. I will try to do better.